Today we are aboard Journey, 72-foot Outer Reef, absolutely gorgeous, and we are fortunate enough to have with us Kevin from Outer Yachts, who's going to take us through and give us a bit of a tour, and we're honored to do it.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Yeah, so like Rick said, this is a 2021 Outer Reef for Irwin Yacht Sales, and we represent the West Coast for Outer Reef Yachts. We've been in the business here in Seattle for over 60 years, and happy to start the tour with you, Rick.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that. Thank
let's
you
head
very
up top
much.
up here.
Yeah.
We can start.
What is the beam?
The beam on this boat is 18.6, so Outer Reef builds on three different beams. So from 58 feet to 64 feet, it's 17.2 beam. From 65 feet to 75 feet, it's 18.6 beam, which is what this beam is. And then the third beam would be from 75 feet onwards up to 90 feet plus is a 21-foot beam.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just the expansiveness is it's so open.
Yeah,
awesome.
It is. And so our 65-foot version, which is a little bit smaller version of this, is 3 feet less in the stern and then 2 feet less in the salon, and then everything forward is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
These boats are built in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and their woodworking and craftsmanship is bar none. They've been doing it for centuries. So if you'd like, we can come on into the salon and go from there.
Please. Yeah, tell us about the salon.
All of our boats are custom, first of all. So if you've been on one Outer Reef, you've been on one. Every one is different. So this one is a more traditional feel. We've had ones that are very modern and very contemporary, and so it's whatever the owners are requesting in their build process. Sure. None of our boats are on a production basis, so we build what you want, not what we think you want. So that's why you won't see 6 of these as a production boat sitting at a brokerage dock. So all of these are commissioned by the owners, and they have all their personal touches with them. So in here is a nice salon. We've got a pop-up TV here, which is nice. A lot of boats now are being equipped with Starlink, so they can work abroad and not have to be tied down with work anymore. So a lot of our owners are doing what they thought was 6-7 months worth of cruising. Now they're doing 10 months worth of cruising. Remotely.
Wherever they want.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So in this case, our furniture is built in. We've done some boats where the furniture is freestanding. We've done different woods. We've done different grains. We've done horizontal grains versus vertical grains to break it up. We've done a lot of stainless in boats. Like I said, this one's a little more traditional with the teak.
Yeah, just gorgeous.
It's a nice open concept.
Does it come with the dog?
If you were to buy today, I'll give you a dog.
Fair enough. With a reference to the pillow. Wow, it's gorgeous galley.
So as you step up, we've got a raised galley. We've got a propane cooktop. We've got a sink that looks out with an opening window, which seems to be a nice addition for really whoever's in the galley. Yeah. And then for those of you who would like separation or does some offshore cruising, we've got a nice function that blocks off the galley and the salon from the pilot house. So what that does is it cuts the light down, it cuts the chatter down, and gives some privacy to whoever's captaining the boat or their first mate.
Wow. Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's awesome.
It's a nice addition.
Sure.
Here in the Northwest, we don't use this very much.
Yeah.
But we've had some clients that say that they would request that and use it from time to time.
Yeah, but that's kind of, I mean, I imagine being in the pilot house, it kind of gives you a whole different feel.
Absolutely.
When that's up.
Yeah. And then off the starboard is now a standard feature, which is our day head. We also have a optional watertight door that could be installed so that you can access that day head from the exterior.
Beautiful.
Full-size refrigerator, wine cooler. In our build process, we get pretty detailed, so you can add a lot of things to the boat. Generally, we like to say no to almost everything. These particular people added all their features, and we were really keen on honing in on particulars. And we asked them, we said, hey, your dog, what dog your dog has some needs. You know, like, oh, our dog's fine. Well, what about dog food? And he goes, yes. He says, in our last boat, we could not find a drawer that could house the dog food for our dog. And so we designed a special drawer for Fluffy, who is actually a 65-pound dog. And so we put heavy-duty drawer slides in there and reinforced the drawer to handle the dog food.
That's fantastic.
Right down to the dog. As we move into the pilot house, one of the nice features is dual helm chairs.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
We've got 3 Garmin screens. We've got electronic controls, both bow and stern thruster, which are hydraulic. ABT track, active fin stabilization. One thing about Outer Reefs is redundancy. So we've got our control panels for dual inverters, dual generators. It's a very well laid out helm that when you're at the helm you can actually see out. It's a little bit forward than most boats, so the visibility is excellent.
And what's it powered? What's the power?
This boat is powered with John Deere 550 horsepower.
Okay.
So 9.5, 10 knots is optimal.
Sure.
You're going to burn 7, 8 gallons an hour.
Amazing. All right, let's go below down, take a look at the stateroom.
Sounds great.
That way. Just way more room than I honestly than I would have expected. Coming down just with the configuration upstairs. Just
Exactly. It's surprising.
spectacular.
3 staterooms, 3 ensuite heads. All of
Yeah.
your guests are very comfortable, very private in their staterooms. As we enter into the master stateroom, you'll see it's a centerline king bed. We've got closets in the rear of the stateroom and also forward. And as you'll see, the dog bed. They are dog lovers.
Evidently.
Yeah. This stateroom gets configured in a number of different ways. We can do his and her heads, so we'll have dual heads, but we do lose a closet. We've done a thwartship king-size bed and have moved the head and shower off to the port side, and then we can gain access into the engine room from this stateroom. So it's a matter of whatever your needs are for your boating needs.
Sure.
But we give you the option.
Yeah, just so well thought out. Everything, just the layout is just you feel right at home.
Yeah.
Here we got.
Then people generally don't get too excited about bilges, but I gotta show you this.
I'm anybody's for a bilge.
I gotta show you this. All of our bilges are finished and lighted. Of course, I cannot find the light switch. Oh, here it is. Like I said, all of our bilges are finished
Wow.
to yacht quality standards. Everything is labeled. Everything is double clamped.
Yeah, it's spectacular. That really
The
is.
bilges throughout the boat are that way. Attention to detail.
I'm gonna get this room actually.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
we've
you
got
gotta
the
get
washer and dryer here as well.
I appreciate it.
And I can move out and you can get it maybe another angle.
Thank you.
All right, let's head up. Let's head up to the Flybridge.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, take this all in. I'm going to stand in your shot the whole time.
So as you can see, it's a full beam flybridge all the way back. Consider this a lot of real estate up here. We're here at the Seattle Boats Afloat show here in September. We also have an April show too. But I get a lot of people that hop on these boats and they tend to say, oh, I don't need to see the flybridge. I said, no, you need to see the flybridge. And as they walk up, they say, wow.
Yeah.
And it is the wow factor. This particular one has a complete enclosure. We can put heat and air conditioning in this compartment. This particular one has sliding side panels that can slide open, give you a little bit more air. We do offer a bridge deck view, which is a cutout in this section here and gives you a little seating area forward, which is a nice option.
Yeah. This is something. I don't know if we can even capture how just expansive this is. And how
It's quite large, yeah. And all of these tables can be finished in whatever finish you'd like. You can do marble, quartz, you can do inlaid teak. And obviously all soft goods can be changed out as well to your desire.
Outstanding.
Then as we move to the back, you can really see the extra real estate you have back here. This tender can be positioned center line if you'd like a larger tender, or in this case, it is from port to starboard. You can add an extra tender up here. You can add a Harley Davidson. You can add a hot tub. You name it, you can put it up here. There's that much space up here.
Yeah, there is. I do like the Harley Davidson idea. At the grill.
All right, then we can head down to the crew quarter, but I call it the fourth stateroom and the mother-in-law stateroom.
Oh, yeah, let's see that.
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's a lot more. We're not done yet, guys. Head down here to the fourth stateroom, or the mother-in-law stateroom, also known as the crew quarter.
You know, my mother-in-law was an awesome crew. Wow.
So this area here is highly customizable. This is a more standard layout that we have here with a double bunk with head and shower, and then a workbench that you can do any sort of repairs that you want, and then a nice little mini galley over there as well. We've added another stateroom back here. We've added bunk beds. We've added dive room area for our people that want to do Bahamas and extensive diving.
This is exceptional. This is next level.
As we come into the engine room, you can see it's a full stand-up. Believe it or not, I'm 6'4".
Wow.
Kidding. So one thing that Outer Reef is known for is redundancy. Obviously, there's twin engines, so we have redundancy, but we've got twin PTOs on each side that run the hydraulics. So this runs our windlass, our bow and stern thruster, and our stabilization. We also have twin inverters, twin generators. We got dual sea chests, which you find on a lot of the larger yachts. In this case, we've got John Deere 550s. We've done Cat C18s for people that want to go a little bit faster. Our sweet spot again is 9.5, 10 knots, but with the C18s, we can get up to that 18 knot cruise if you'd like.
And you could, in fact, eat off them, which is nice.
A lot of options down here too.
Yeah.
He optioned for the tool trays, which is a nice feature. We also are more equipped for the Northwest, so we got a diesel hydronic furnace, Cabola, that runs throughout the boat.
Wow. How many hours on the motors?
Approximately 500 right now. It's a
Really?
2021.
Oh, this is
So,
a 2020.
It's a
Okay.
2021. Yeah, fairly new
I thought it was
boat.
a 17. Okay. Just absolutely breathtaking, really.
One of the things that we get the most after the sale from our clients is the people that work on the boat are so impressed with how things are laid out and
Yeah.
how accessible all the machinery is and the wiring and the hoses and so forth. And so that we get a lot of compliments after the fact that, hey, I just had the service guy down and he complimented on how well he was able to access everything, which is great because it cut his time down and cut the bill down and saved me money.
Exactly.
So,
No, it's been my first impression. It's just how well everything is laid out and put
yeah,
together.
a lot of thought process goes into that.
Absolutely. And that we've got an exit there.
Correct, yeah. That's the rear exit to the transom. So there's two different entryways into this area. Exactly. We'll take a quick walk around the side decks. What's very notable about these side decks is they're covered and they're wide. So very safe for everybody. We also have two side doors if you get a high dock at some point that you can easily get off of if the lower transom does not work. So a couple of our options as well is the Windlass. So we offer the Windlass in a number of different options. It can be completely hydraulic. It can be electric. We can do dual anchors as well. We can do dual separate hydraulics for your anchors. It just depends on whatever your needs are for your anchoring. In this case, it's a single anchor. It's hydraulic. He's got enough chain to anchor in everywhere he wants to go in Alaska, which is his goal.
Yeah. Well, this is absolutely outstanding, and more than I was expecting. So,
Oh,
I was
excellent.
expecting a lot.
We get that a lot.
Yeah,
We get that a lot. The other thing we say is that we get asked quite a bit is, well, how do you drive this thing? So obviously we got the two stations, but back over here we've got a puck to plug in a wired remote control. So we've got one here that you can plug in.
Oh, wow.
We've got one on the stern, and we've got one up on the Flybridge as well. So it gives you many options to plug in your remote control. And you've got full access with that control, bow and stern thruster, and you've got throttle control as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very handy. So when I moved out of the show last year, I was able to single handle this boat. So I plugged the remote in here, I untied the stern, and I was able to control the boat as well as bring the anchor up and down and move the boat out from the show safely. And then come back to the helm when I was done. Obviously, you can do that with a yacht controller as well.
So this particular boat is not for sale.
It is not. So part of what Outer Reef does, since they're not a production builder where they just pump out boats right and left, every boat's under contract with an owner. So we meet their standards. And so for that, we offer a discount if they bring it into boat shows for us. So in this particular case, it was up to 4 boat shows, and we gave them a discount to put it in the show.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, it's a nice model.
Yeah,
nice business model.
What an unbelievable example of the craftsmanship of Outer Yachts.
Yeah.
Kevin, I can't thank you enough for taking the time with us.
Oh, thank you, Rick. I appreciate
really
the
appreciate
opportunity.
it.
Absolutely.